Welcome back. Well, it's a ridiculously hot day. Got my baby here, but I don't think he's going to be sticking around much longer. Well, there you go. Because it's so hot. Over 90. Well, today, let's see what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about this scarf. That's later. And we're going to talk about some more little hints and hacks. Oh, and by the way, I'm not calling them hacks because I think that YouTube got upset with me when I did that last time. They seem to have some aversion to the word hack. So we're going to stick with handy hints. We know what we're talking about. All right, when we get back. Okay, well, in case you can't tell from my hair blowing around, I do have fans on. That's probably the noise you are hearing. It's only a matter of time before we're going to be filming with the noisy air conditioner. But for the moment, the fan is a little quieter, but you are going to have to put up with this sort of, wayward wind thing. All right, let me start off with our little handy hints. First, you can glue a comb to the base of your dustpan with hot glue. Just take any old comb, glue it to the base. When you sweep with your broom into the dustpan, you've got those comb teeth there. Just drag the broom against the comb teeth and it'll pull the junk out of your broom. Personally, I do not sweep with a broom. I use a dust mop. I prefer that. And then, if there's like icky stuff the dust mop won't get up, I use the little handheld vacuum cleaner for that. I just think, hey, welcome to the 21st century. Works better for me. I like it that way. So, if you are a dust mop user, you can drop a couple of dryer sheets on your floor. Drop your dust mop right on top of them, scoot them around, and they will actually attract the dust bunnies because that's the way dryer sheets work. They have that whole weird static thing. I personally do not understand that whole weird static thing, but they tell me it works, and I've seen it work myself. So there we go, brooms and dust mops. Oh, and by the way, the last time I did this, somebody kept saying I kept looking down. It's because I have notes. I could not possibly remember all this stuff. I would surely forget something. So yes, I have notes. That's what I'm looking at. And I don't know, maybe next time I'll do it in Braille so that nobody gets disturbed because I'm looking down. I didn't realize it was that big a deal. Your glasses get scratched. Everybody's glasses get scratched. Even my glasses get scratched. And you're thinking, why even my glasses? Because I never take them off. My glasses are on the end of my nose, like all the time. And when they're not on the end of my nose, they are in bed with me under my pillow. Very, very safe. Because if I don't have I'm blind with these things. Can you imagine how bad it would be if I didn't have them? So even my glasses get scratched, so I know other people's glasses get scratched. This is one we've talked about in other contexts. You can take metal cleaner and just clean the scratches right out of your glasses. Do not over polish them, because if you over polish them, you can remove coatings, or you can actually, if you take enough off, you can change the prescription. So don't overdo it. The scratches, you can take them out. And I think I've told you, I've taken scratches out of old vinyl dolls with metal cleaner. Brasso is my favorite. It works really well. It is super cheap. but they are abrasives and they will get rid of scratches. So consider that, because let's face it, if your glasses are scratched, you're already looking at the fact that you're going to have to replace them. Why not give it a try before, you just throw in the towel and say, oh, I'm going to replace them. Oh, one more thing, by the way. If you are still buying your glasses through an optometrist or an optical center, shame on you. These glasses, which are the photochromic, and it's the name brand, it's Transitions, not the, sort of generic photochromic, which, by the way, does not work as well. Transitions, with my prescription, everybody always charges me more for my prescription. And keep in mind, I read Braille. Of course they're going to charge me more. $107 for these. That's Transitions lenses, my crazy prescription, designer frames, and shipping. $107. I buy my glasses online. I have gotten my glasses for under $20. I swear that is true. Under $20, including shipping. That's lenses, frames, and that stupid little override they throw in because it's a fancy prescription. So if you are not buying your glasses online, you are throwing your money away. At some point, we're going to have to talk about that, and I will walk you through the process of buying glasses online, because the amount of money you will save is just, you just won't believe it. I'm not kidding. $20, including shipping. All right, so don't forget, the whole point of this was Brasso will get the scratches out of your glasses. Okay, right now, I have clothes in my dryer that I didn't take out, because when Audie gets upset, he likes to go sleep in the dryer. It comforts him. Who knows? He's a cat. So the last time I turned the dryer off, I opened it up to take something out. I came back. Audie was sleeping in there. I left him in the dryer. I leave the door open. I mean, you've seen my cat. He's not Flash Bright or anything. He likes to sleep in there. But right now, I have a dryer full of wrinkled clothes because they've been in there, I think, for about 36 hours. Initially it was because the cat was sleeping on it. And then after that, I don't know, I guess I just forgot to take them out. So I was looking at that thinking, I got to deal with this. Here's how. You grab a handful of ice cubes, throw it in the dryer, and start the dryer up again. Give it 15-20 minutes. You don't have a handful of ice cubes, grab a dish towel or a face cloth, make sure it's clean, run it through the faucet, get it nice and wet, wring it out, throw that in. Same thing, 15-20 minutes. Your water source in the dryer, as the dryer heats up, will turn to steam and steam out the wrinkles. Super, super easy. And like I said, I'm going to be doing that one myself. You're not going to be able to sleep in the dryer because Mommy is going to stick some ice cubes in there and clean up that mess of wrinkled clothes. He's ignoring me. He's probably going to sleep in there anyway. I'm probably going to go through all of this, and the minute I open that dryer door, he's going to go in, curl up, and say she won't take me out. I'm too cute. Vacuum cleaner bags. This is a new one on me. You can reuse your vacuum cleaner bags. At the bottom, they are all rolled up and glued together across the bottom. Unroll that, and then you can pry it open, dump the contents out of the bag, roll it back up again, and just staple it closed. If you have expensive or hard to get vacuum cleaner bags, my vacuum right now I got because it uses one of the most common bag types, because in the past I've had vacuum cleaners that used really fancy, expensive bags. I couldn't find them anywhere, and I would just run out of bags all the time, and I'd have to mail order them. This is back in mail order days. Yeah. So I wish I had known this back then. I would have been reusing them left and right. Um, De-icer. Now, this isn't the time for de-icer, so file this away for future use. If you have old Parmesan cheese containers, clean them out and throw de-icer in them. Those extra wide holes really work very, very well for spreading your de-icer. If you want to be really, really clever about it, take a wide funnel, and you can do the same thing with your carpet freshener, because they too have big holes. But with your carpet freshener, like I say, the top doesn't come off, so you're going to have to fill it with a funnel. But yeah, super, super easy. Also, if you don't have carpet freshener or Parmesan cheese, befriend an Italian. You're going to be able to find somebody who likes Parmesan cheese, and people who like it use it. And that means about once a month they've got an empty Parmesan cheese container going in the trash, or if you hit them up, it's going over to your house instead for your de-icer. Newspapers. This is trash bags and trash containers. Your little trash container at home in the kitchen, take the extra trash bags, and they're in a roll. You put them at the bottom of your trash container. That way you pull one out, you've got fresh bags right there. You don't have to go looking for them. But once you got them in, throw a stack of newspapers, just, maybe one section of newspapers at the bottom of your trash container. Then put the bag in. If anything happens and your bag gets a tear, or if you are ecology minded and you reuse the bags you get from supermarkets, they almost always tear at the bottom. Any liquid will go down, get absorbed by the newspapers. You pull the newspapers out, you drop it in the recycle bin. Your trash bags are there, easy as you please. Power tools. This one was just a random little tip that I grabbed. Eye hooks. You can get eye hooks that actually have rather long shanks. And, so you've got your long portion, you've got a screw on the end, and you've got that circular part. That's what an eye hook is. You can chuck that into your drill. Chuck, chuck. And then use that eye hook to hang your drill on a nail on the wall, or a hook if you're fancy. I'm not fancy. My house is usually going to be a nail somewhere in the tools section. But yeah, I thought that was good. I didn't realize that, and I'm going to start using that. Pool noodles. This is the time to get pool noodles, and they're at every dollar store. Grab yourself a pool noodle, cut a 2-foot length, and stick that in between your washer and dryer. You know how when your washer and dryer get overloaded or unbalanced and they start rocking around a little, and the washer will slam into the dryer, and you let that go on too long and you've got the paint on the edges scraped up and it's a mess, and not to mention the fact that it's making this terrible noise. Shove a pool noodle in there. It will stop that bang, bang, bang thing, and you won't be dropping the socks in between your washer and dryer anymore. I like that idea, and I'm going to try it. Another pool noodle trick, seeing as you're only using 2 feet of the pool noodle, cut yourself some little sections, and you can use them as spacers when you put silverware dividers and other dividers like that in your drawers. You know how they slide back and forth because the divider is never the same size as your drawer. No matter how hard you work at it, it never is. You can cut a couple of pool noodles, put one on either end. And I do mine in the back of the drawer. That's where the spacers are. And then I have this little space. It's probably about 8 or 10 inches long by maybe 3-4 inches wide, and the depth of the drawer. And I can hide stuff in there. And you're probably thinking to yourself, what do you want to hide there? Well, you're not thinking that if you have kids, because there's always stuff you just want to keep away from the kids. But that area behind the silverware drawer has always been one of my favorite little hidey holes For some reason, nobody ever pulls the drawer all the way out. They pull it out as far as they need to grab the silverware, and whatever is behind it, nobody knows about. So yes, I use that to keep stuff I don't want anybody else to find. And believe me, there's all kinds of stuff in my kitchen I just assume nobody else knew about. And while we are in the kitchen, this just fell into my path as I was digging up our little handy hints for the day. Do you know what the newest pricey trend in kitchen renovations is? It's what they call tuxedo kitchens. It's when the lower cabinets do not match the upper cabinets. The lower cabinets will be like a nice wood finish and the upper cabinets will be painted white, something like that. Kitchens like that are actually selling when you resell your home. They're actually selling much higher than kitchens with matching cabinetry. So what that's telling you is A, it's a new trend, and B, it is a trend that is perceived as pricey by buyers. So if you're looking to make changes in your kitchen, that's a change you should consider making, like nice wood cabinets on the bottom and either a different color wood or painted cabinets on the top. Look at the magazines, check out those styles, because those are the styles that are resonating with new home buyers as high end. Also, if you're thinking about selling your house, paint your door black. Back in the 80s, it was yellow. Yellow was the color you wanted to paint your door. It would guarantee your house would sell faster. I know it sounds nuts, but the real estate industry does studies on things like this, and every couple of years, they will put out a whole mass of studies because they keep statistics and they analyze their statistics. So yeah, in the 80s it was yellow, today it's black, and it's not just increased sales prices. Yellow doors, by the way, wasn't increased prices that make your home sell faster. Black doors increased sales prices, and we're talking thousands of dollars, not just, oh, maybe your house will sell for a few hundred more. No, thousands, which is a tremendous return on your investment, considering how cheap a quart of black paint is. So those are our handy hints for the day. I hope they are useful to you. I had some fun digging them up. Now, I promised you this here, headband. I got this, it arrived today. I'm going to show you some others. I got a whole stack of them here. They're all in the same color range, navy blue. This one very pretty. Here's another navy, not just navy, it's got a little pretty on the ends. These are sections of saris. They came in from India. I ordered these. I got a dozen of them. Just random colors. I let the people pick them out. Odd colors. I chose navy blue as my little basic color. So what I have is all kinds of bits of navy blue saris. A dozen of them. Now you're thinking, oh well, you've got a bunch of navy blue rags. Yes and no. I have some beautiful sari pieces, and they've just been like torn. This is a raw edge, but sari fabric is beautiful. I am going to take these little pieces. I'm probably going to stitch them by hand. I'm going to turn them twice and then just do what is called a fell stitch or a running stitch. If I wanted to do it on the machine, I could do them up in like literally 2 or 3 minutes. But because I spend a lot of time on buses, as you know, I don't drive. It's that whole Braille thing. Since I spend a lot of time on buses, it wouldn't hurt to be able to have something to keep my hands busy. I can stitch these up on the bus, and when I'm through, that's the amount of space it will take. I can stick it in my bag or shove it in my pocket. So, what's this all about? 12 of them, $6.71. That's how cheap, because it's scrap fabric, and I let them pick the colors. So I got 12 scarves. Yep, I'm going to have to hem them, but still, $6.71, and they are a surprise. By the way, I did not hem this one. In reality, you don't have to hem them. You just fold them in thirds, and that's what I did. Tied it in my hair because I didn't have time to hem it before I made the video, and I did want you to see this because we're talking super, super cheap. I do buy sari fabric. Here, let's take a look at some sari fabric. Look at this. Oh, how pretty. Wait, here's the background fabric. It's this print right here. This print is what most of the fabric looks like. And then we go around the other side, and there is this border that's about 18 inches of this beautiful, intricate design. $18. Damage-free. It's wearable saris. That's what you have to do. You have to take a look at sari fabric that says, it can be used as a sari. So, $18, 15 yards, or 15 feet, I'm sorry, it's 5 yards. So, 15 feet of fabric, and we're looking at, $4 a yard at $18? Yeah, 5 yards, $18. Yeah, a little less than $4, somewhere between $3 and $4. What am I going to do with this? This is a project. I am going to show you what I am going to do with this. I am going to turn this into no-sew curtains. Here's the sari. I actually got 3 more saris. I really like 2 of the others. One, it's a little dull. Let's face it, you can be very exciting and still be dull by comparison to this piece. But project pieces. Anyway, no-sew curtains with 5 yards of fabric. And that is just, 15 feet. You got to be living in a palace if 15 feet won't cover your window. I personally am not living in a palace, so 15 feet is more than enough. What we are going to take a look at is turning fabric like this into no-sew curtains. That's a future project. But I got that fabric along with the rest of my little scrap pieces, which I bought because I was buying fabric from that seller to begin with. And I thought, I'll just grab a few bits of fabric pieces. I had no idea what they were going to look like. I'm very pleased with all of them. And because, the hair is just doing what it wants to do, the scarves are becoming a necessity. So I thought that was a very good deal. 12 scarves for $6.71. The sari fabric, $17.99, so it's just $18 basically, for 5 yards. Beautiful stuff. And if you go on eBay, you will find literally thousands of old saris that are being shipped over from India. And I get to feel good about this because if I pay $18 for an old sari, I know I am pumping a lot of money into an economy, a democratic economy. So, let's wave our patriotic flag, a democratic economy that really could stand an infusion of cash. I can feel good. It's like, oh, look, I'm doing my thing. I'm getting beautiful fabric, and I'm sending money off to people who need the money and who are, in fact, democratic and, they're not committing human rights violations. I can feel good about that. So, but I also have to tell you, the real bottom line is I got beautiful fabric. It's just all the rest are just bonuses. It was all about how pretty the fabric is. But again, like I said, that's a future project. What do we have here? This. We are very quickly going to read a couple of our words and their romantic stories. But we're only going to do a couple because we're running out of time, and I did want to catch you up on the status of the giveaways. So let's see what we've got here. Oh, I like this. Addlehead. It comes from urine head. What a great word source. A word hardly worth bothering with if it weren't for the mistakes that went into its making. In old Greece, an egg that didn't hatch was called a winged egg, or Orion oon. Because of a similarity of spelling, some Roman lexicographer translated this into Latin as ovum urinae, egg of urine, or rotten egg. Then the error cropped up in Middle English as addle egg, for addle was their name for urine. By this time, an addled egg was popularly supposed to have decomposed into urine, and anything spoiled was considered addled. Nowadays, if a person is addle-headed, his brain is thought to be weak, muddled, and good for nothing. I like that one. Aggravate. Make things heavy. I think I'm going to like this one too. When we aggravate a thing, we make it heavier and more burdensome to carry, as sickness aggravates the ills of poverty. Aggravate comes from the Latin aggravatus, add to gravis, meaning heavy. From this same Latin word gravis, we come to grave and weighty decisions, while grief, which also derives through the French from gravis, makes our spirits heavy with sorrow. Of course, in the last chapter of life, the law of gravity wins its final battle over us. But the grave, or at least the word grave, does not come from the same source. It is from the Old English graven, which means to dig. Well, I was right. I absolutely did like both of those. I hope you did as well. All right. Our mega giveaway, I think, was extremely successful compared to most of our giveaways. Over 80% of the first batch of giveaway contest entrants got the proper information to me, which is fantastic. So that means 80% went out. About 20%, it's the usual. They don't give me their address, or they give me their address and don't give me their name, or sometimes they'll just say, here's my phone number, call me. But giveaways have rules, and you're not allowed to break the rules for any one person. It suddenly becomes an unfair giveaway. So that's why, no, please do not expect any special treatment. It will not happen. It's a violation of the rules. We violate the rules of the giveaway, and literally I could get arrested for that. I have no idea who the giveaway police are, but it's laws. It's not a civil matter. It's a criminal matter. It's like running a fraudulent lottery, basically, even though, we're talking about little bits of jewelry as opposed to millions of dollars. The principle is the same. So the giveaways have to run by their rules. So if you don't give me your name or your address, or you leave information out, or you say, here's my email address, get in touch with me, I go on to the next person. I don't have a choice. We have so far had 3 overseas winners. This is a first for me. I'm so thrilled about this. no, I cannot send the giveaway pieces to them. But we've talked about this in the past. In part, it's because the cost of shipping is prohibitive. But other factors are whether or not giveaways, or what we have to consider lotteries, are legal in those countries, and I don't know. So I don't dare, violate now somebody else's national laws by this. And of course, I want them to get their prize without having to pay taxes and without losing it to the customs office or whatever. So what happens is they don't actually get the same giveaway prizes. They get Amazon gift cards. I can send an Amazon gift card with an email to anybody in the world, and their customs people are not involved. It's not a lottery thing. It's just, here's your Amazon gift card. Please don't tell anybody about it. So they will get a prize. It just won't be the same prize as if they were in the U.S. But that's how we can skirt around the fact that the giveaways are open to everyone. And I want that to be, our viewers are all over the world. I want the giveaways to be open all over the world. But we have to make some compromises in order to do that. And this is the compromise we have to make. So for our international participants, you're going to get a prize. It just might not be the same one that you would have gotten if you were in the U.S. You're just going to get a gift card. You're going to have to buy your own prize. It's just that simple. And I heard back from one of our unclaimed giveaway prize winners who was, in fact, this was one I just did on my own. The Rose Medallion Cup and Saucer that had been an unclaimed prize giveaway. I think I told you I had already decided that's going to our littlest subscriber, Evelyn. So Evelyn got it, and you've got to see this picture. Here you go. So you tell me, was it worth it? You better believe it was. Evelyn is going to have some china to grow up with her that's 100 years older than she is. She's clearly thrilled. So what can I say? That was a win. The first batch of giveaways has gone out successfully. We've got a second batch that's going out later this week. There will be a third batch going out next week, and so on until we just don't have any more giveaways left. But I did want you to all know I'm so thrilled at how well it worked out, and we're just going to continue on. So if you participated in that mega giveaway, or if you still want to participate, that's the video. You enter, post the comment on that video. Use the word giveaway so I know that's your intent, that you want to enter the giveaway. And I'm just going to draw names from that video. I will respond to your comment, so you might want to just click that notification button so that when I respond you'll know, or check back on your comment periodically, and then let me know. You get back to me, and we're just going to keep this going until we have everything out of here. But as I say, it was really successful. We got the first dozen. That was the first batch. Another dozen is going out within the next couple of days, and then a few days after that. And the only reason it's taking so long is because I still have to cut the grass, and it's 90 degrees out, etc., 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 and I'm just not as fast as I used to be. But we will get this done. I'm so thrilled at how this is working. All right. I'm sure this has run well over our usual 30 minutes. Thank you for your indulgence. Have a great day. This is the Wednesday video, so I will not be here tomorrow, which is Thursday. And I will be back on Friday. We'll be back Friday, Saturday, Sunday is going to be our project video. By the way, I already know what we are doing for Sunday. I know, I got to stop or I'm never going to close this off. I got this because everybody needs a little copper colander. And because someone had said, will you do a video on how to clean copper? Yes, I will. That's what we're doing on Sunday. All right. Have a great couple of days. I will see you 2 days from now. Have fun. See you then.